salon dan sebagainya. Kalau yang perempuan, kalau yang laki-laki ya ngopi lah ya. Yang sing ado ngopi ya, gitu loh. Oke, thank you. Oke, masih convert to us. Mas, mana?
Ya.
Oke, ini belas nggih? Oh, masih banyak ya. Is it okay?
Sure, I have time.
Oh, please, okay, that's good. Bu Incin mana is? Oh, the last, okay. We will be words ya.
Oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dimas Zakidia, usually called Zaki. I am the third semester student of TBI. So my question is, you said that quality of life can be measured, right? How can we measure it? I mean, like, where does that number come from? Can you explain to us more descriptively? Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, quality of life can be measured the same way as other things that are not directly observable, such as intelligence or anxiety. So first you think about what are the relevant components of quality of life, such as physical health. Then you think about how can I measure physical health? Numbers of steps walking, or force used by pulling things. Or you can ask the person, how do you feel about your physical health? They tell you a value between 0 and 100, and you have the subjective representation of physical health of this person. So the idea of measurement is you have a theory, you have a model of measurement, you find out which questions to ask if you want to understand about it, you ask the questions, and then you take the answers and form a score. That's how it's done. It's a big, then you have to do a lot of stuff in terms of how good is the measure and so on, but that's statistics, and we don't want to go into this here. But there is a scientific procedure of making things that are not directly observable, measurable, and that's also followed in quality of life research.
Oke, menghitung, mengukur, ya. Salah satunya yang ada di tampilan ini adalah bisa dihitung dengan tadi physical, kesehatan, mental, fisiknya sehat, mentalnya juga sehat, ya. Emosionalnya juga baik, kontrolnya, sosial, vibes-nya loh ya, sekitarnya tuh yang apa, mana loh ya. Terusan fungsional, peran, saya bilangin, peran kita di masyarakat. Pinter, ganteng, tapi jarang kumpul sama. Nah, itu juga. Nah, itu bisa diskorkan. Kita bisa range skornya, dan akhirnya kita bisa menghitung posisi kita ada di mana. Begitu loh ya. Nah, itu bagi scientific memang ada. Tetapi mungkin kalau kita kan sing penting syukur gitu ya. Nah, syukur gitu. Tapi bagi mereka tetap scientific itu tetap harus bisa dihitung secara. Oke,
thank you.
Oke. Oh, wait.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, danke.
Bitte schön. Welcome in German.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Siti Maimunah Rahman Divinubun. Just call me Muna. Here I wanna ask, what the motivation I get from you for look perfect in the others. Thank you.
The question was what I personally perceive as perfect.
What the motivation I get from you, Madam Monica, for look perfect in others. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Why? Okay, I'm not so sure you want to look perfect in front of other people because nobody is perfect.
I think you perfect. I look you perfect with me. Maksudnya,
Yeah.
saya melihat dari pandangan saya, you very perfect in the woman.
Me.
But I want perfect like you. Aku ingin perfect seperti diri kamu gitu.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you.
Motivasi apa yang saya dapat dari Anda dalam meningkatkan kualitas diri ini? Kalau misalnya diri ini kayak kurang pede gitu, gimana?
Okay.
Yes.
Motivation that you can take from me. Okay. I
Okay,
think.
thank you.
Sure. Sorry, it's sometimes difficult to understand because the microphone is too slow or too loud. And, but now finally I understood you. I'm sorry, it took so long.
Yeah, so sorry.
Yeah. Okay. What you're asking about is self-improvement, right?
Okay, right.
Yeah. The question is about self-improvement.
Yeah, right.
What can we do to become a better self, our better selves?
Okay,
yeah?
that's right.
I think, first of all, I mean, I take it from me, it's nice that you say that I'm perfect. Actually, I'm not. And if you ask my children, they would say the same.
Okay.
They would say, Mom, you tried a lot, but unfortunately, you're not perfect. So, I mean, I'm not perfect.
Okay.
But of course, I also strive for some things that I want to change. For example, beginning with physical activity or being more socially active in the community. So I define my personal goals of becoming my better self, and then I think about how I can reach them. It is nice if others appreciate it and say, oh, she's really trying, she's doing a good job. But if they don't approve, I have to be strong enough to say, okay, I don't care, it's about me.
Artinya jadi menjadi sempurna. Tadi bilang bahwa beliau tidak sempurna, manusiawi kan ya, sempurna. Tapi bagaimanakah menjadikan diri kita itu menjadi lebih baik, yaitu banyaknya aktivitas dan juga bermanfaat untuk yang lainnya. Jadi bagaimana kita melakukan banyak aktivitas dan juga memberi manfaat kepada yang lainnya. Itu yang paling penting sebenarnya di sana. And the last, oh no. What time now? Okay, Pristi, come here. Pristi, come here.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Awi. And then from Madam Monica, actually I don't want to ask, but I want to sharing with you. It's about talking about the way you can to be a psychology, right? Okay, so how to what is your process to through? Okay, what is your purpose to through this way to get your to be a psychology? Just it.
Is it a question how I became a psychologist?
Yes.
The process of me
Yeah,
being a
and then
psychologist.
how what you feel, and then how to through it
How to?
through your purpose.
My
The purpose. Yes.
I see.
Thank you so much, Madam Monica.
Yeah, okay. The process of becoming psychologist is that you, in our country, we can choose after we did the final exams from school, which university we want to attend and in which field we want to go. Sometimes it's difficult because access is limited. And psychology is very limited because a lot of people want to study psychology. It's so interesting. Medicine is also limited. So I said, okay, I try and get into a psychology program. And I did when I was 18, I think. And the process was to do the studies and then go on. I went into other countries to do research and do my training. and I came back and I chose an academic career. I could have also chosen a career as a working clinical psychologist or working in an institution, but for me, academia was more. That's how I choose. And I think my purpose as a psychologist is to make people aware of the importance of mental well-being and quality of life for themselves, for their family, and you as teachers, for your students. So I would be happy if psychology in education would sharpen your thinking about the students, not only whether they learn what you tell them, but also how they developed as human persons and to be very attentive to their well-being. Really look at that. My purpose is to give this message as educators here. Other is to help people who have problems with mental health, which is the psychotherapy part. The other purpose is to help medical students become better doctors by having psychology. And the last purpose is to be able to kind of integrate psychological knowledge in my own doing in my life. So these are some of the purposes that I can.
Okay, big applause. Ngerti ya? Skip aja, skip. Intinya bahwa memang tidak banyak di sana yang mengambil psikologi. Di term di psikologi tidak banyak, ya, otomatis sangat terbatas karena memang psikologi adalah salah satu yang kurang diminati sama halnya dengan kita di sini. Tetapi prosesnya panjang, beliau melakukan teaching, researching, penelitian, pengembangan, menulis dan seterusnya untuk meningkatkan diri. Dan ada beberapa tujuan kenapa beliau mengambil psikologi. Salah satunya adalah tahu, aware, dan juga memahami orang lain, memahami siswa dan seterusnya. Intinya di situ karena banyak manfaat yang bisa diambil ketika beliau menjadi seorang psikolog begitu. Ya, panjang tadi ya, saya lupa gitu ya. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, madam. My name is Wanda from PKME 7. So I question for you is one question for this problem in real life. Wait. How do we cope with AI changes the entire quality of life of people in this world? Because there are the problem from especially rural community kids that are the left behind. Indonesia, bagaimana cara kita mengatasi adanya AI yang merubah seluruh kualitas hidup masyarakat di dunia? Karena ini adalah masalah utama, terutama untuk masyarakat desa yang tertinggal. Sekian, terima kasih. Thank you so much.
Okay. So the question was, good question. What do we do with AI flooding our world, our children, you as students? It's like a big change that came over us, right?
Okay.
So how we contain it, how can we make good use of it and not get carried away by it? That was the question. I see. I mean, we all have the same problems around the world. I mean, I've been talking to people in Germany, other countries, they all come with the same topic. We cannot rely on information anymore. It could be fake. We cannot control what our children want to get exposed to. Our values are being challenged, and we get flooded by information. So in general, I think what we need to do, and there is interesting research about it, to become a digital citizen or to become savvy with technology that is not saying, oh, it's bad, I don't want to deal with it, but to be very critical, looking at its potentials and its dangers and using it for our own purpose. If we are not having any idea and any will, it will kind of sweep over us. But if we know what we want to do with it and how we want to use it, then we have a good chance to use the positive sides of AI and not being overwhelmed by the negative sides.
Oke, thank you. Paham ya Mbak? Oke. Ini adalah masalah global. AI adalah masalah global. Hampir semua negara juga mempunyai masalah yang sama ketika aplikasi atau juga platform ini muncul. Ya, masalah global. Semuanya juga bingung bagaimana menghadapinya. Tetapi beliau sampaikan bahwa sesuai dengan kebutuhan dan tujuan, ketika kita mau search, mengambil sebuah informasi, ya ambillah informasi yang kita butuhkan. Ojo kemana-mana gitu ya. Jangan kemana-mana. Sesuai dengan kebutuhan yang kita inginkan saja. Ya, jadi kalau kita butuhnya untuk mencari informasi satu tentang penelitian, bla bla, ya berarti carilah tentang penelitian. Ya, jangan ke yang lainnya. Biarpun kita termasuk salah satu negara yang suka mainan media sosial, kan ya, gitu loh. Tetapi mungkin akan ada positifnya dan juga mungkin akan ada negatifnya. Tetapi yang disampaikan beliau adalah bagaimana kita bisa mengkontrol, bagaimana kita juga bisa menelaah bahwa ini penting, ini juga tidak penting, begitu loh. Terima kasih. And the last. Okay, the last.
Check. My questions is not about the quality of life, but it's still about in education field. Part of us have a dream or plan to study in a broad country like Hamburg University, and then Oxford University, and then Sorbonne University, and each other. But sometimes when I search in social media, I found many problems like bullying and problems in education field. So I need your experience. How do I to make a good relationship, to build a good relationship in order to not to get like this bullying and then another problems in education field like this. Yeah.
Thank you for the question. Again, it's something that we all share. I hear from teachers in our country the same thing, that the little kids are aggressive, bigger kids, they are discriminating and mobbing. Can be go so far that people really get very sad and withdraw. So I think one possibility would be to include social media use as a part of the curriculum, so that you educate your children as teachers about the positive and the negative sides and how to best use, and make them aware, not just like a parent, no, you don't do this, but like an equal, looking into the eye and saying, listen, when you're on the children, if you do this to another person, think about how he or she would feel if we're in the same position. So it's about creating empathy and social skills in the classroom and reflecting it. I think that's the only way we can do that. There is no way to control this internet. There will always be a way where an awful movie, can be published. And it's bad for the children. So the only thing is to prevent it to happen, so that a child makes a conscious decision. No, I don't bully this. I don't put this on TikTok, something like that. And the second one is to prevent it, and then to create an awareness in the class that this is what nobody wants. Nobody wants to be bullied, right? So we come back to the general ethical principles, and I think that's the only way. Not, saying no is not enough. We have to educate them, and maybe as a parent, you of course can block and limit access, which is a good idea as well. But it has also to be discussed with the child why you do it, not just because you're the parent or the teacher. What do you think?
Okay, that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't have. I wish I had the program to stop bullying in school. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah.
Okay. Tadi sempat menyinggung terkait dengan media sosial juga ya. Nah, paling penting di Indonesia mungkin juga akan agak tabu ketika media sosial itu dimasukkan dalam bentuk kurikulum. Tapi justru beliau menyarankan bahwa media sosial itu dimasukkan dalam bentuk kurikulum. Kenapa? Butuh penjelasan bahwa ini baik, ini tidak baik. Jadi tidak orang tua, tidak boleh. No. Tetapi butuh diberikan penjelasan yang real bahwa ini baik, ini tidak baik. Agar siswa dan juga anak-anak mengerti bahwa apa yang mereka akan lakukan. Karena awalnya mungkin terjadi dari media sosial, habis itu yang terjadi kemarin barusan di Cilacap, bagaimana ngerinya seorang anak SMP, kan ya, itu juga awalnya mungkin juga terprovokasi dan sebagainya, dan akhirnya melakukan tindakan-tindakan kekerasan, violence, begitu. Terima kasih, mungkin ini akhir dari perjumpaan kita. Sudah waktunya, terima kasih atas kehadirannya, insya Allah we will meet again for the next time, kan ya. Closing statement from, silakan.
Pardon me?
Yeah.
My last words. Thank you very much for all your questions. They are very deep. They are really concern the essence of quality of life. And you helped us to reflect it not only scientifically, but also in terms of our personal lives and our professional lives. And what I wanted to say as a general thing, I think a lot what will help us is if we can make it possible that we are all able to have more empathy, not sympathy, but empathy, that we can put ourselves in other people's shoes and imagine what it feels like to be bullied, for example. And maybe I also thought, if you're so interested in psychology, maybe it's a possibility to have lectures from your psychology colleagues here, or maybe at some point incorporate in the curriculum if you want to. I think that psychology and education belong together, not only but also. So it would be nice if it would go on from here.
Thank you very much. Okay, you have last, yeah. Should I translate also? Terima kasih banyak gitu ya atas segala ucapannya. Tapi intinya bahwa gunakanlah empathy, not sympathy ya. Empatinya lo diatur biar kerasa, biar sangat nonjok kalau ada orang lain gitu ya. Jangan care-nya itu hilang gitu ya. Intinya di situ. Ya, jadi jika kamu tertarik juga terhadap psikologi, silakan juga bisa mengambil psikologi, karena psikologi dan pendidikan itu harus tetap satu, saling membutuhkan. Psikologi, pendidikan saling membutuhkan. Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Then I just say thank you for being here. It was wonderful to meet you, have your questions, have a wonderful day and a wonderful life with a lot of quality.
Okay, give applause to one person. Okay, thank you very much for me. And Awi Ilyas as the moderator of this international seminar. Thank you very much for your coming. We see you for the next time, inshallah. Yeah, and we can take a picture. Who want to be? Ada yang mau? Okay, please. Kalau yang silakan. Yang berkenan untuk taking picture. Okay. Oke, silakan. Yang mau bertaking picture akan diambil oleh media. Oke. Oke.
Ayo silahkan, yang mau berfoto, maju dahulu. Baik, selanjutnya bagi yang ingin berfoto silakan maju ke depan. Yuk silakan yang ingin berfoto. Saya terakhir aja. Baik, ya biar saya fotokan ya, nanti saya share. Ayo yang belakang silahkan untuk kenang-kenangan. Baik. Ayo silahkan. Saya share nanti di grup ya fotonya. Yang lainnya yang mau berfoto?